The updated perspective on Bitcoin: we're going to witness fresh all-time highs here, followed by the crash that we've been discussing back down retesting. Between 48 and 52,000 in my opinion, most proficient analysts tend to concur with me. In this discussion, we will address the issue of having the correct answer. Keith will be talking to us soon about XRP and what we are considering, since TikTok people are between 20 and 50 years old. That, in my opinion, is the range right now, 20 to 50 days before XRP makes a crucial next move. I must say, because when we do breakthrough, we need to maintain above 75 cents. Without further ado, let's get started with this. Is Bitcoin $7,495 throughout the previous day. With XRP down and a mean lean of 61 cents, Ethereum is approaching $35.50, up 76%, and the US dollar and US dollar index are now back at their dollar pegs. 25% as we watch this cryptocurrency overtake Cardano and move up into the top 10. Where does ATA go down? It won't be evident for a while that I own it. Let's quickly review the current state of the 2,648 billion cryptocurrency market. This vo012 people, yesterday night I received a message. Keith stated, "It looks like we're going to be getting close to that 1 cent level, which is my buying threshold. I'm prepared to purchase complete transparency because I've already left my money on the exchange. VO will receive $4,000 for a penny." I've been encouraging others to take advantage of this since it was initially spotted around 2 weeks ago. I missed out since I had some trouble getting the money cleared, so it's a lengthy story, if you ask me, but this is where we are. We may have one more chance to purchase. As you can see, the price reached an all-time high of $1.76. Will it fall back to $176? Though I doubt it, this device can multiply 20 to 50 times. Financial advice: although it's very, very achievable, I'm not telling you to do what I'm doing. Seriously, I don't think we're going to see $1 on it. However, if we're at a penny and we do a 20x, that's 20 cents or 50 cents. I am simply honest about anything I get into and am really clear about it. Recall the initial iterations of these. Everything is moving along quickly. Oh my goodness, it's unbelievable. There are, I think, only 3 or 4 left for the month. That's all for their founders' editions. Then, if you choose not to, they are gone. Discovered editions that are too wealthy for you. Obtain the tiers of the Wild West. We have an SL mutation lab for breeding built on top of the XRP ledger. What can you do? We have 3 of these free potions, 5 of these free potions, and the minimalist NFT. What is the potion, you may ask for? We just get this question all the time. You create your own NFT in the lab, select every feature you want, and it will be built in front of your eyes. You can then add it to your wallet. In the Crypto News report, an article is uploaded discussing whether or not Bitcoin would experience a decline. We've previously discussed this story, so let's comprehend that roughly every 4 years, an event known as Bitcoin halving takes place, where the block reward for mining new Bitcoins is halved. The person who created Bitcoin created this procedure. Excuse me, Joe Katz, I mean Satoshi. The influence of Nakamoto on the cryptocurrency markets. In the past, events have had a major effect on the market and have caused Bitcoin prices to rise sharply. This is because there is less money coming into the market, which raises demand, economics, or, as they used to say in college, Eco 101. Increased prices are the result of supply and demand. That's how easy it is. As you can see, there is a finite quantity of homes available in the housing market. Why is that? The prices are interacting with regular stock markets on the roof. It says events are unlikely to have a big impact on the traditional stock market, but they can have a big impact on the cryptocurrency market. This is because traditional stock markets are not just far bigger and more intricate than crypto markets, but investors have been looking forward to the well-known halving event for months. As a result, the cost is beginning to rise. Even though the current events are being seen positively, there is a possibility that they will cause the cryptocurrency market to plummet. This is due to the possibility that the halving event will make mining fresh Bitcoin less profitable. Consequently, some miners might choose to sell their Bitcoins, which could cause the price to drop at this point. This brings us to, according to this reliable crypto tale, he believes that the next big step would be harsh, but once you get past that, you'll only get to enjoy things like that, which you haven't experienced in more than 3 years. Claims he is ready to go, all he needs to do is find out when to carry out his plan. New high, what's he talking about? Bitcoin, after which there will be a correction back into those 50. We will now retrace our steps, but I believe that 485 is the bottom and will eventually become the new base. Let's see, $70,000 Bitcoin and $80,000 Bitcoin would need to retrace lower. Give us a pushdown of roughly $30,000. Or take, we're examining nearly all of your knowledge. People will kick and scream after a 30 to 35% adjustment, and you already know what will happen. It will rescind it, people. We have already discussed this and the story. Be mindful. Keith is tearing up here. On the DXRP and the subject we are examining. We won't play it for the entire 8 minutes. He thinks that we will be here in around 20 or 50 days at the end of May. Whoa, what did I say? I'll blow this up for those of you staring at the screen. That is the wrong button. Before, we were between 30 and 60. You know it may end in June, so we're looking at it. It may start in May, 20 days end, so around 50 to 50 days away. Keith is going to really explain it to you. You can see the buy zone seated here, and we want this one. XRP, pay attention to the current daily chart. We keep failing the trend line, and regardless of how I draw it, whether I align the top and bottom wicks here or elsewhere, we fail the trend line. This, that, and this are not actually important. We continue to follow the trend and the positive. We're sitting on a wave of support, which means that although you're following the trend, you're over-supporting what is equal, by which I mean all the way through. In the unlikely event that it tries to drop, there is a ton of support and candles, so it won't just blow through. This level is probably going to hold up at this point and doesn't want to give up and fail, you know? We benefit more from that than we lose. This item has been really technical thus far, and that gives it a good risk versus return now. She's lined out almost to the week of what we anticipated it would do, and I've kind of drawn out some price action. While it might not be flawless, I've sort of outlined how I anticipate things to go, so it has followed suit throughout the last week. We're getting short, tiny up moves, but today's up move is what you're all going to attempt to blame for. They claimed that all went well because stable coin was about to be released. All of it increased, not just XRP. Everything increased as expected, so you observed the rise in Bitcoin supremacy and that it broke and raised everything, correct? Here, you can see the moving averages that we set up. Although we are over 100, we are also under 50, under 8, and 21. That's it, then, that's what we're considering, that is the direction that is going, and we will receive this as long as XRP is used on the XRP ledger as the native currency. This article describes how the XRP ledger was designed to enable trading of any asset issued on the DEX and reduce transaction speeds for settlement around the world. Released by the Digital Pound Foundation discussing Ripple's new stablecoin, which will be created on the Ethereum blockchain and the XRP ledger and is tied 1-to-1 to the US dollar. For me, what does this mean? This indicates that native support for the ledger to access the Ethereum side of things is what I find interesting. Once we have this, the extra automated market mastery is the solution. It's live and finished. Save should deposit. It's AMM and kicking. Off this fantastic ByTop released this. Additionally, the number of AMM pools exceeding 202 already stands at 10,381 on the escrow mainnet Devet. This is fantastic. ByTop is among the greatest. My go-to source for anything needed is NFTs trading volume automatic marker makers. They even have the Z network listed. People, AMA is going to be huge, especially now that we're witnessing the development of these DEXs and the stablecoin. It won't happen instantly, though. Give it a little time. Give it time to grow.